on, y'all. Sorry about that. I am running 15 minutes behind. Let's get to it. How y'all doing? Y'all come on in here. Hit the like button. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for coming back. Welcome in. Welcome in. What's going on, Francisca? Shout out to my mods. I appreciate you all so much. Hey, Say, how you doing? Say up in the house, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button coming in. We got some videos to check out. We got some content to catch up on. Mary Ann Lauren, y'all. I'm so behind on her. I have 3 videos of hers. Y'all, she interviewed the hairstylist. I want to see it so bad. Oh, I want to see that hairstylist video so bad. Did y'all see it? Don't tell me. It's been 11 days. I have not seen that. It was so fun. We was doing Candice stream earlier. And I said I hadn't seen my boyfriend do a new video. He dropped a video, y'all. I didn't even see Ami's video. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to do a separate live on that. Oh my good Lord. Shout out to all of you all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And then of course we have the Oompa Loompa. I get to I'm gonna go through the 2 videos I see on Danny's World. And then the Working Man podcast had a clip of him going in the building into these offices and all this stuff. So I tried to go through some of this yesterday and didn't get the chance to because we had our special guest come up. Enterprise Entertainment. And he graced us with his presence. He had sent us a video clip over in the LLC of him going to the school that still looks like shit. Oompa Loompa. You're out of your damn mind. I already told you, you clown. You're not finna put no children in that building. You understand me? I don't care if I have to get the National Guard to show up and knock your ass out. You're not putting no kids in that building. I don't even know why you thought you'd be able to achieve that goal. That's not gonna happen. And any parent that lets their kids go to that school building, they should lose custody of their children. All it takes is an air quality test. I don't know how those buildings have not been deemed uninhabitable. What are you doing? Like, good grief. So, Umar's already being sued with a class action lawsuit, y'all. All right. And Mary Ann has done at least 2 videos giving updates on that. And we're going to check it out because I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them. Hey, Melinda, you said, did you get my email? I didn't. I didn't check my email. I got a new one. Oh, hold on. You said, oh, it's an expose. What's going on with my ex? You want me to verify who I am? Are you serious? What's going on with X? You can't make this up. Oh, man. It wants me to do. You seriously? Yeah, it wants me to. This stupid thing. Have y'all had to authenticate y'all accounts with X? X is like something's going on. Oh, for goodness gracious. It's acting as if I closed it. Like, whatever. All right. You sent me a post. I don't see what am I supposed to see? Hold on. Oh, see file. Y'all, what's going on X? Hold on. Is it the Graham Alley post? Candace not say Erica Kirk belongs in jail. Oh yeah. I see it. Is that the one? New music video Gary found. What? Is it Graham Allen? It's not taking me to a music video. It took me to Graham Allen. Am I on the right one? Y'all, it's something else. Hold on a second. I don't see a music video. Can you send me back the link again, please? If you don't mind. We'll check it out tomorrow. I don't see a music video. Let's get going, y'all. What's going on, Black Anonymous? Yeah, please send me the link to the actual video. I don't see a music video. But send me the link to the video, and or you could just chat me in X and drop the link to the video in X, and I'll get it from there because it's not taking me to that. I don't know what it's taking me to. It took me to a Graham Allen's page. All right. But I appreciate you all for tuning in again. Thank y'all so much for y'all support up in here. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. We are in it today. We got some Marianne Lawrence. Because, you know, she been keeping her foot on his neck. Exactly where it need to be. Umar, you tried to play Marianne Lawrence like she was a fool. And honey, she just, oh, man, she just gut punch you every single time. We're here for it. Shout out to Marianne Lawrence, you all. I want to get some updates on, let me see here. Some updates on the actual lawsuit. So let's go ahead and share. And I do have the new Army video plus 2 videos from Milk Bar tomorrow for the Candace show. So we'll do that tomorrow. Y'all, let's get to some Umar. This dumb Oompa Loompa. You cannot make this up. Look at my boyfriend. You can't make this up. So she gives this update. This was about a week, 2 weeks ago in the car. And then we go to the next. We're going to go straight to the next update because I need to know what's going on with this case. This is something else. I am so glad they suing him. Y'all sue the crap out of him. I did tag you in it on X. Okay, cool. All right, cool. I'll look for it. I sure will. Y'all, we had a good time. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. By the way, we had a good time in the previous live. Fantastic live we had going on earlier. I appreciate you all. Let's get to this. Let me turn on the caption right quick. So shout out to all of you all. I know what you call is live, but you know, I wanted to go ahead and go live a little earlier tonight so that, you know, we can get in this great content and get some updates on what's happening here. I'm going to try to find, are there any court documents on this? Like the class action lawsuit, there should be at least a complaint file. Oh my God, I want to do a reading. We got to schedule a separate video just to go over the court documents. I don't know why. Look, the court needs to stop playing around with Umar. Stop giving him opportunities. Child boo. There's no lawsuit on record. Y'all, oh my God. Woo, child. All right, y'all, let's get to this. Put a 1 in the chat where you can see it here. Let's get to it. Okay, Melinda. Thank you. I'm gonna get to it. We're gonna check it out tomorrow. We show release. Let's get to this. Let's go.
Hi, family. It's Marianne here. I apologize. I'm doing the live in the car. It's been a very, very busy, hectic day. After we did the meeting, not the whole group, but a few selected, we had a late lunch together. We discussed some stuff in depth, and then I had to go home, play mommy, cook, get dinner ready for them. I'm scheduled to work this evening during a 12-hour today. So Let me give you guys blow to blow as much as I can give. So when we got there, our attorney was the one who started talking, made his presentation, and it was very clear cut. It wasn't no complication, stating that you have a group of donors, they need accountability. What was the money used for? They need to know how the money was spent, and then need a clear definition of when FDMG will be open. And then he continued, if the breakdown of the finance is not satisfying, and if a date can't be given to when FDMG is going to be open, we're going straight to court to have Mr. Johnson pay all the donors with proof of receipt from their financial institute that was given, and the attempt of knowing that their money was going to be used to open a school. There should be some kind of clear timeline. And then his attorney.
Are you serious?
Was next to have.
Wait a minute, hold on. So, like Anonymous said, the conscious community wants to keep it out of court, so it's just mediation. Are you serious? I think Marianne has said she was outvoted when she wanted to go to court, and the others wanted to have arbitration or something like that. Not sure arbitration is the right word. Mediation, yeah. So they want to mediate this. Why? With Umar? You can't make this up. They have to listen. They're gonna have to stop being scared to go to court. Because I mean, honestly, ain't nothing wrong with going to court. Sometimes you just need to go to court. Sometimes you gotta go to court. You can't make this up. Man. So they want to arbitrate this, and knowing he's not gonna do the right thing. He's still not doing the right thing. He's not doing it. When is he provided any proof of how this money is being spent? When has he done it? Where's any evidence that he has shown them any documentation of how the money was spent? Did they get documentation? Because it doesn't seem like they, the whole idea is to get the paper trail, is to get the financials, is to get him to show what he is doing with the money. Because this makes no sense. They cannot be scared to go to court, because it doesn't make you less of a conscious community person if you go to court. Are you serious? Clearly, arbitration is not what works for everybody. Umar is not the type of person where you just sit back. If you sit and say, well, we don't believe in going to court, though, so what are you doing all this for? He's not gonna take it seriously unless he has a judge in a court of law tell him to do it in an order. The only thing that moves him is a court order or a judgment. Look what it took for him to pay the water bill at the school building, at the Bandos. It had to be a writ of monition. That's a judgment that was an order signed by a judge ordering him to pay the money. That was the only way he was going to do it. Had they not learned from that? And yes, I'm an equal opportunity fusser. I fuss at everybody. Because there's certain things where we have to use common sense and good judgment and good wisdom. Expecting him to just do the right thing through mediation is absolutely foolish, because he does not do that on his own. He has to stand before a judge in a court of law to do the right thing. All the time he had to go to court about the water bill and the taxes and all of that, he was getting notices and letters and stuff from the court. He just lies like hell, and people still believe it. Oh my God, you can't make this up. Ooh, child. Saint said, "Yep, they sure do. Marianne is looking for other donors so she can force him into court." Exactly. He bedazzled them with graphs. You y'all can't be this naive. Y'all gonna go to court? Go to court. Let the attorneys do their job and go to court. Stop sitting here trying to play footsies with Umar. It's stupid. And I'm saying it. And if they don't like it, they can come for me with it. He's a narcissist. He's not the type of person you sit here and try to give the upper hand to by saying, "Oh, we just want to mediate it." What are you doing? This is no different than you sending him a letter. If you go to mediation, it will mean nothing. Even if the court orders you to mediation, you still walk out and then what? You haven't made an agreement at all because he still is not providing the financials. He still thinks that if you're asking him to show proof that you're a hater, it's a diversion. It's a distraction. It's a way for him to act like a 14-year-old child and be devoid of accountability. It's that simple. The so-called conscious community believes in settling differences without the so-called white man system. Our legal system is not the white man system. You know what's so crazy? Never mind all the black judges sitting on the bench. Our legal system is our legal system. I would hate for them to, have this, mentality if something were to happen to them, God forbid, and then they have to go and give a victim impact statement in court because something happened. So if someone breaks into their car, they're not going to call the police and report it because, it's a white man system thing. That sounds like it's something that they use when it's convenient, when they're trying to. Don't be cowards. Don't be cowards. That's all I'm saying. Don't be cowards. Being a coward, Umar, he preys on that weakness. And guess what? It just motivates him to keep doing the crap he's already doing. And then you get nowhere. There's some people that want to go to court. So for those who don't want to go to court, they need to just, okay, well, we'll just push you off of this list. You go do your own thing. Maybe Marianne should just do her own lawsuit. And then let them figure it out with mediation that they'll never get. Because he's going to take advantage of that. Is it a white man system when, somebody break into your house? What if somebody stole all the money out their bank account? It'll be a white man system then, so they're not going to report any of that crime. I'm just trying to figure out, you got black people that are on the bench upholding our laws. Laws are laws. You either abide by the root of law or you don't. No white man system. It's not a white man system, though, if somebody went and stole their cars. If somebody would have drained their money out of their bank accounts through some fraud, they would go straight to their bank and report it. Can't pick and choose when you want the justice system to work for you or not. This makes no sense. It's not about just these donors, these 40 donors holding him accountable. You're doing this on behalf of all the other donors. Hopefully it'll inspire more people to hold him accountable. This is crazy. They don't even want to take him to court. That's some coward shit right there. And I'm just saying it. That's frustrating to hear. It's a cowardly move because they know damn well that mediation is not going to do anything. He still walks around here like the Oompa Loompa he is, failing to provide financials and be held accountable. This is not accountability by letting him have the upper hand. And he's still talking about putting kids in a school building with black mold. It's stupid. Stupid.
The floor. His attorney was like, yes, a large portion of the fund was used to purchase the building. And they had some slide, very detailed. And then the remaining of the fund was used for renovation of the property. Again, very detailed, showing. But my things, what I didn't like is like, this was their graph, their graphic breakdown. When we were done, we did speak to the attorney. We're like, we need to see receipt from contractor who
Right.
actually
Receipts, period.
contractor, I'm gonna make sure my stethoscope was back there. Contractor who actually handed this man receipt for work that was completed. You know, we
Any
had a very
receipt.
lengthy, so and then his attorney was like, um to inform the donor,
Exactly, friend.
FDMG will be, until the school is financially strong, will be on a donor donor support system, you know. And then listen to this, so it's not going to be
Which
a
is
free
not,
school like a charter school. You're going to pay to go to FDMG, and
nobody's
then the
gonna pay to go to
tuition a
that school.
month, listen to this, family, it's $600. $600.
Oh hell no.
How on earth? I was like shocked because his base, the majority of his base are low income people. I just don't see how they could afford, especially if people that have
You
multiple. I
can't
don't care
make
if
this
you're
stuff
middle
up.
class. $600 per child, and then the question was raised, and then his attorney's like, yes, when somebody meet the poverty um, line, there is voucher that will, if you're at a certain low income, there are voucher that would help you pay if you want to take your kid out of public school and send them for a private education.
What voucher?
Okay, so he had that figured, and that's why I'm telling you guys, he's not dumb. He's not dumb. You understand? So he got this figured out. So the question is, like,
But no, no,
is there
no.
any
Just because he
children who are
said that,
registered?
hold on.
So
Just because he said he has a voucher, that's no different than him expecting a waiver for the property taxes, for the vacant property registration taxes, or vacant property registration fees, and then there's the vacant property taxes. He expects to get a waiver to avoid paying it, and he claims he's got that figured out. Well, part of the reason why the court had to issue the writ of monition against him was because there was no waiver on file, nor did he pay it, along with the water bill and the sewage. So he wanted the department, the agency to do the paperwork for him, and they said no. The whole email exchange back and forth with the city was all him trying to make them feel bad for not doing the stuff for him. All they had to do was do the paperwork and the documents. But yeah, he got something figured out. What the hell he got figured out when he wanted everybody else to do the work for him? He has nothing figured out. Oh man, y'all, do y'all understand how irritating this is to hear? They rather be okay. We're gonna go in and let Marianne pay these attorney fees up front, only for them to turn around and say, well, we just want to mediate. We don't want to go into the white man system. Well, what the hell are we doing here? So she paid for those attorney's fees for nothing. It's a cowardly move. He doesn't have anything figured out. Just like how he expects people to fill out documents for him to get a waiver from the government. Get this now. He wants the government to give him a waiver for those fees. He doesn't want to even do the paperwork for it because he's lazy as hell and incompetent. But yet somehow he's got it all figured out when it comes to a child not being able to afford tuition. So he's expecting another government or program to subsidize the funding that he would get, or he's expecting from someone paying tuition flat out. Most of the kids that go to this black mold infested building will be from single parent households where the parents are living check to check. They won't be able to afford that every month because if they can, they're going to put their kids in a better school where they know the school is going to pass an inspection. This shit is so dumb. It's like they're allowing him to drag this out. This is crazy. Francis said only 430,000 dollars or so was spent on those money guzzling bandos. It used to be 500 per child. It went up before there was a school. Exactly. Now 600. Who is going to cover the cost of the voucher? He's not even trying to get accredited. Exactly. Yep, he raised it. He raised the cost. It was from 500 to 600. He just comes up with an amount. He's just spitballing. Oh, we got a voucher for that. What's this voucher? Which program is this voucher a part of? If it's a government program, he's a hypocrite. Because remember now, he doesn't want the government's assistance. What's the difference between the government giving you a voucher that's as good as money that can be used to take care of the expenses of the school versus the government sending money itself? What's the difference? You still have to do paperwork to get the vouchers. You can't make this stuff up. So the attorneys didn't sit down and go over this and say, okay, this man is saying he doesn't want government funding involved, right? He wants a voucher, though, to help kids who cannot afford tuition. Does he not understand that there's a requirement with that? Any program, whether it's a nonprofit or a government agency, giving you vouchers to cover the cost of tuition for a school will have a requirement you must meet in order for them to continue to keep you on this program to get vouchers. Does he not know that? You can't make this up. Michael Smith said, I just want one of them wear the school at shirts. Yeah, exactly. So he's lazy as hell. Y'all, he doesn't even want to do the documents to get a waiver to avoid paying the water bill cost. No one should ever give him the benefit of the doubt that he's going to do the documentation to get a voucher. They're going to kick him out of that program because he's not going to want to follow up and making sure that he does the correct documents and fulfill the requirements of it. They have stringent requirements for you to get these vouchers. You're basically asking for some organization or the government to help you with the tuition costs for X number of children. They have strict requirements and documentation you have to fill out every year. You got to make sure you submit the documents in time for the renewals. If they come out and they want to do an inspection or do a tour, they're going to do it. So he would rather basically in the long run still be subjected to inspections and walkthroughs for this program where they're going to give him vouchers as opposed to just accept money from the damn government or at least register as a charter school and be accredited and do things the right way. He won't be able to get around it. What documentation did he show proof? I cannot believe that these donors, because Marianne is seeing through that foolishness. Y'all got to remember, he tried to file a slap suit against her for $500,000. She see through his BS. The rest of these donors can't see that. It's like the rest of reality has not happened for them. You can't make this up. I'm really irritated with this. I'm sorry. I don't. When something's so obvious in your face, you've shown documentation and evidence. It's like, what more do people need? Don't choose to dwell in ignorance. This is absolutely pathetic to not want to take him to court.
Did get any clear answer? Is there any teacher that are been hired? Any other?
Oh, good.
Staff
She got the attorney feedback. Good.
We didn't go into depth on that, but like I tell you, that this is not a slam dunk.
Oh, good. He paid her attorney's fees. Good.
It's going to be a process, and then they broke that down, and he explained, and then our attorney's like, as
this part right here, Francisca, there's a new school that's just like 2 blocks around the corner. Because if you all remember, Jay went when he went up there and he did a tour, he said there's a school right up the street. It's like 2-3 blocks away. That's free. Brand new building, brand new school. Why would they send their kids to that mold infested school again? That bando again? And he can't even guarantee that these vouchers are going to be valid. And what's to stop him from still demanding that the parents pay him some money? I can imagine Umar, the Oompa Loompa, being the nasty bastard that he is, coming to these mamas talking about, yeah, you didn't pay your child's tuition. No, Umar, they sent the voucher to you. No, they ain't sent it all. I'm here to collect. Now he hoarding it over their head, using it as collateral. Because that's how depraved he is. Yes, I'm going there. I can imagine Umar trying to use this as a quid pro quo situation. You can't make this up. I'd rather send my kids to that free school up the street that's a charter school. I can't believe this. This is crazy, man. I'm glad she got her attorney's fees back. Because if people are going to sit here and flake out on this, they don't want him to be held accountable. They don't. You scared to go to court because you calling the white man says, man, you can't make this up. Let them same folks get robbed or something, God forbid. They'll be calling 911. That legal system will start working for them then. They ain't gonna shy away from it at that point. Can't make this up. And I can't believe this. This is so crazy.
As we go with the liberation of this process, a retainer fee has been given to obtain legal help for this matter. So he is immediately there. The deadline is next week, a Thursday. He is to pay the attorney fee for all 40, and then I am guaranteed a cashier check that following Monday from the law firm. They're like, whether he pays or not, this is, we're going to take him straight to court, but you're going to get a cashier check the following Monday. So I got that in writing, family. So my thing is like, see, and I told them, this is what I was telling them, not to be difficult, but Umar Johnson, you cannot try to sit down and have a conversation with this man. Conversation time is actually over. He's conning, he's sneaky. What we need to do was to just go straight into court, family. Straight into court. But no, they want to do the talking round. Okay? They want to do the talking round. All right? Now, y'all doing this talking round. Okay, he's paying for the legal fee. I'm getting my retainer, so I haven't really lost anything. But he's going to open family. FDMG is going to open now. It's going to open. But let me tell you, here's the scam. It's going to open, but he cannot be held liable for something that is out of his control if Wilmington, Delaware does not give him occupancy permit. He knows not going to be inspected. Renovation is complete. And in the video again, he reinforced renovation is complete. And then, yeah, if you could show us filthy toilet, you're not going to show.
Okay, so he can't open up that school building though and get that certificate of occupancy if he doesn't pass inspections. And the city is not inclined to just give him a certificate of occupancy either. He would have to pass inspections. He has no insurance on those buildings. Anything happens to those kids, I mean, he would have no insurance to cover any medical costs or anything. Those kids start getting sick, guess what? And parents are they gonna sue him or just gonna sit back and say, oh no, it's a white man system? How's that gonna go? Well, talk about, man, I am so irritated hearing that. Because you got people out here that actually think, yeah, this is a good idea to send my kid to this school building with all this black mold. I understand how Marianne feels right now. Y'all can hear my frustration. You can't make this stuff up. He's not going to open that school up unless the city gets paid off or something. Unless they're willing to look the other way. Because how are you gonna get a certificate of occupancy granted if you can't pass an inspection? This is so crazy. And a 501(c) status making you tax exempt. Exactly. He'll be tax exempt. Going to the white man interpreting as you're tearing a black man down. You know what's so crazy, Black Anonymous? It's like we have laws here. Same laws I'm sure they have in the continent of Africa. Laws. Because no one wants to get scammed, right? I'm wondering how these same people would feel if they were being conned and scammed by someone in Africa. Like they get one of these emails, these phishing emails. Well, you know, I'm a Nigerian prince warrior and my uncle has died and left me $50 million. So if you send me 10%, I'll give you the rest. You know, because that never happens. I'm going to send you 45 million. Just send me 5,000. And then I'll wire you the rest of the money. I wonder what they fall for that scam. That's so crazy, man. This is so crazy. I haven't, Black Anonymous. I have not. I'm sorry. When we got done with the live stream last night, it was so late. That's why I'm like, I'm not dropping the link tonight or tomorrow night. Because when I have to work during the week, I can't drop the link because it ends up going way longer than I need to. You just can't make this stuff up, man. I cannot believe they're not suing his ass and expecting him to do the right thing. And they want to mediate. Oh my God. What is the purpose of even going to the courts? You rather the courts order him to mediate something, but you couldn't get that achieved on your own. Obviously, you need the courts to help him understand this is not a game. This is not for play. You don't do what's right, we will sue you. That's the purpose of going to court. Like, this is crazy. I'll read them. But I don't pick a community. I'm not even trying to be biased here. Pick a community. If you believe that the laws somehow are a waste of time or something like that, then don't let something happen to you and then you turn around and call 911. I'll figure that out. That burglary and that stolen car and all that stuff. No, figure that out. Don't call the police when you need help. I'm curious to know who they call when there's a fire or an emergency. Don't let me find out they're calling white man's system. You can't make this shit up, man.
This beautiful renovation. This is your lifelong passion. You know, FDMG is going to be your legacy. And we didn't see nothing. We saw him out there shivering in the cold. Nothing. Absolutely zilch.
He's not like that. Sounds like what it's saying.
Feel to us was like, and then there's no I'm sorry. So
she said, did she say that? Okay, hold on. If he opens the school up, if the city doesn't give him what he needs, he won't be liable. Is that what she's saying?
Something that is out of his control. If Wilmington, Delaware,
hold on, let me go back a little bit.
Getting my retainer, so I haven't really lost anything. But he's gonna open FDMG is gonna open now. It's gonna open. But let me tell you, here's the scam. It's gonna open, but he cannot be held liable for something that is out of his control if Wilmington, Delaware does not give him occupancy permit. He knows he's not going to pass the inspection. He knows. He just made a video outside the building. How do you go on a platform, tell us renovation is complete? And in the video again, he reinforced renovation is complete. And then, yeah, if you could show us filthy toilet, you're not going to show us this beautiful renovation.
Damn, what? Where they do that
at? But he cannot be held liable for something that is out of his control if Wilmington, Delaware does not give him occupancy permit. He knows he's not going to pay.
if he doesn't get an occupancy permit, he cannot be held liable for something that is out of his control. Allowing black mold to grow in those bandos for almost 7 years was within his control because there's video footage of him acknowledging the black mold. And he never had it treated. He never did anything to get rid of it. So when you acknowledge that these issues exist in the bandos, you can't say it's out of my control. He hasn't even shown a receipt that he bought a damn thing. With what money? This is crazy. Why would the city of Wilmington agree to that bullshit? Why would they agree to that BS?
At the inspection, he knows. He just made a video outside the building. How do you go on a platform tell us renovation is complete? And in the video again, he reinforced renovation is complete. Crazy. And then if you could show us filthy,
but they're not complete.
You're not going to show us this beautiful renovation. This is your lifelong passion. You know, FDMG is going to be your legacy, and we didn't see nothing. We saw him out there shivering in the cold. Nothing. Absolutely zilch. And then his little spiel to us was like, and then there's no I'm sorry. So his little statement was like, I apologize if the donors did not have any clarity on how the funds were being spent for FDMG. So I guess that's his form of apology. The school is up and running and open. Every donor will have access to come and see where their hard-earned money has been given to FDMG. You understand? And then so our attorney's like, okay, we appreciate the breakdown of the fund. We understand there will be follow-up.
What breakdown?
But we need a clear date and when the school will be up. And then he's like, yes.
The attorney should not have accepted. They should have been like, how do we know that these numbers are real? Where are the receipts to support this? Any transactions, you know, the PayPal, Cash App transactions, where's the information to prove this money has been given to you and to prove this money was spent out to do these so-called repairs? You mean to tell me he only submitted to them a spreadsheet and that was it? So will the parents have the right to go in and do an air quality test? To have an expert go in and test for black mold? Will the donors have the right to do that? Because I feel like that should be part of it. Now we're going to do more than just tour. We're going to go ahead and bring in an expert that can do a test for this black mold and an air quality test and the test of water. You can't make this up. Where are the invoices and the receipts? The attorneys were good with that. They went to law school. You can't make this up. Yo, he is acting as if the mold isn't happening. He hasn't even made mention about the 2019 EPA report either. Exactly. Where are the invoices, receipts, etc.? Thank you. There is no way these attorneys should just be like, yep, this is good. We're looking at this piece of paper that has no receipts or documentation to back it up. Yeah, this is good. You can't make this up. And they're going to go ahead and let this happen where kids are going to go into this building. So I guess the attorney's going to have to get sued as well because they let this shit happen. Y'all, you can't make this up, man. This is disgusting.
His PR team, y'all know Umar ain't got no PR team. Y'all know Umar ain't got no PR team.
This is disgusting.
It's working.
This country has put permits for work done. No
grand announcement. Listen, family, not this month.
Y'all, this is nuts.
A grand announcement for FDMG. This announcement will be for his donor, for his loyal supporter, and to the black community of the progress on how long, this journey and this accomplishment that has come about. Not family. You understand? You understand? It's all baloney. And then so the group that there was like a selected few of us. We had like a late lunch together, and I said, this is the point I was making to you guys when I said this sitting down route was not really a good route to go with him. You want to sit down with a thief while you're sitting down with him, he's pickpocketing you. You just can't. He's not one you could reason with. And I told him, if we went straight into the legal realm, you would have document. You have these people on social media who's been following this thing. People would be able to pull receipt to show the mass what is going on. He's trying to keep this as private as possible.
Exactly.
With him, for you to have success, you got to come out in the public arena with him. You can't be negotiating with him behind closed doors.
This is coming from the woman now. He tried to file a slap suit against for $500,000. It's as if no one in the conscious community was paying attention to the fact that he tried to sue Marianne Lorient for $500,000 over her film, to which she had the absolute rights to. You can't make this shit up. At the very least, if they don't want to believe the documents we've produced in our videos, why aren't they looking this up themselves and reading? Because it's still fundamental. You can't make this up. I don't care what community it is. Ignorance is ignorance, and it makes no sense. What the hell is people fighting for and doing this content for if they're going to, 40 of them, 39 of them, going to sit here and say, well, we don't want to go to the courts. We'd rather just work it out. Why y'all just couldn't do that on your own damn time? Why go through all this stuff? If you didn't have the ability to get him to budge on your own as a group, don't sit and flake out when it comes to going to court. It's futile and it's stupid. He's not going to do what you want him to do. He doesn't care what you think. Failing to take him to court still leaves him with the upper hand. And you're talking about putting kids' lives at risk, because if he opens up either of these bandos with all of that mold infection going on that he's not going to treat at all, you're putting these kids at risk. And like I said, any of these clowns that are willing to put their kids in those buildings, they should lose custody. The F is happening. You can't make this up. He can't pass an inspection to save his life. And they want to sit here and negotiate and mediate with this dumbass clown. He's lying to their faces. He's playing in their faces, and they're okay with it. Because of white man's system. Get the F out of here. This is the United States of America. We have laws and a constitution and a judicial branch of government. Keep that up when somebody hits your car and you have an accident. Don't call 911. Now I'll work that shit out on the side of the road. Good luck to that. You can't make this up. These are the same people that are going to pick and choose when something happens to them, God forbid, and they end up in the midst where they need help from our judicial system. They're definitely going to go to court. Somebody breaking in their car, they're going to want that person charged. He's sitting here stealing money and about to put kids in a nasty-ass mold-infested building. Oh, we're just going to go ahead and mediate that because they're scared of him. It's some coward shit. I don't give a damn how anybody feels about it. I'm telling it. It's cowardly. Don't sit here and go reverting to our, it's a white man's legal system. You got smart, intelligent black people in this justice system too. And you don't want to hold one human being accountable because you're scared of him. Be honest about it. Him and his dumbass coat scares no one. Why he won't take this crap to Africa again? Why is he trying to pull this off in the United States of America? How about this? Why not advocate for him to go pull this same stunt in any country in Africa? He's a citizen of Ghana. Go ahead and go to Ghana. Go open up this nasty mold infested school in Ghana. Good luck to that. And then take all your followers with you, and then they can put their kids in the schools in the continent of Africa somewhere so they can get sick over there. No way in the hell they think that should be appropriate for them to be sick here. And then they want to see him talk about our judicial system as if they don't utilize it when it's beneficial for them. Fuck out of here.
It's too
Man, you can't make this stuff up.
So that's the point I was making to them, family.
You can't make this up.
So,
man.
So FDMG, this man's gonna open the door. He's gonna open the door. Now, I don't believe. I don't know. He hasn't shown. There was no picture.
Yeah, it's stuck in the
of
1950s.
no classroom. They show no slide of inside the school, but they reassure us all renovation has been completed.
With no proof.
Now he has to give his occupancy of some certificate in order for the school to, like, kids could actually come in. So teacher people so we could go on. Occupancy of certificate, something like that. I'm driving. I did make some note, but I can't read and make this video. I promised you guys I was going to come real time. And then at work, like, I don't want today to go by and not touch base with you guys. So you understand, family? So he's going to make this grand announcement regarding FDMG. And then he's going to come and give us a song in there telling you Wilmington, black folks he's dealing with, black on black racism. That's what he's going to call it. He's going to say, but they don't, even though it's white power structure, but he's going to tell you, everybody know him. Everybody know him. They're fighting him. They don't want to see black progress.
Enterprise, what's going on?
Nancy's going to come and give us. I'm telling y'all.
You can't make this up.
I'm telling y'all. Why would you not open the door and show us all the beautiful renovation that happened? You are here in the cold telling us it's done.
Well, Cheryl,
the proof is in the pudding. Why can't you?
These people are believing that this school is done, renovations are done, and best route to go is to mediation with Umar, the Oompa Loompa lying ass Johnson. He lies about being a psychologist against state board regulations and state law. He's willing to violate laws to scam and con people. And they want to mediate with that. They want to mediate with a narcissistic, pathological, lying piece of shit. Are you kidding me? Yeah, no, we expect him to do the right thing. You can't make this stuff up. What the heck? That's why, man. Listen, what has me irritated is the idea that you have people that actually believe, yeah, no, he it's okay. We'll just mediate with him. He'll do the right thing. Are you fucking kidding me? What era are you in for real? What alternate reality are you stuck in? They still hope for the best for this person. Why? If you want to sit here and crap on your own judicial system that you will still rely on should have something happened to you, why are you giving this idiot the benefit of the doubt when he does not pay your bills? Umar must be paying them mortgages. Is that what I'm to take out of this? To the other 39 donors, I guess Umar's paying your mortgages and paying your bills. If you get sick and need to go to the hospital, Umar is going to give you all the money to take care of your medications. Take care of your hospital visits. Your kids want to go to college, he paying the kids' tuition. Because if you're going to give him this level of trust and credibility, he must be taking care of y'all asses. I can imagine these same people asking him for some money, and he gonna tell them to kick rocks and go to hell. Because he cares so much. All the documentation has been provided. His name's not even on the damn deed. So what the hell did he pay for? What does he own? He can't provide proof of ownership of crap. And they want to mediate with that. Can't make this shit up, boy. This is infuriating. Oh my God. Y'all, I promise you, I was not trying to go. I thought this was going to be like this is going to be easy. They're going to take him to court. You know, they finally putting their foot down. They finally holding him accountable. No, we just want to mediate this. So y'all did all that show for nothing. That whole shit show for nothing. You flexing at somebody who bucks back, and then you go coward in the corner. You didn't stand your ground and say, nope, you're not moving us. No, we're taking your ass to court. Not playing with you. Because you don't take care of us, you don't pay our bills. Like that should be the sentiment of it. No, we don't want to go through the justice. What kind of consciousness is that? What the fuck is that? It sounds like a cop-out. It's a cop-out. It's not a consciousness. It's a cop-out. It's a coward. Fuck out of here, man. This is so ridiculous. It's ridiculous. How is he going to pass the inspections? Kayla said, Mark. This is going to come in a pipe with a needle. Yeah, I just wanted to bring you your medications for the month. You know, Ifatunde Ogunta, bringing you your medications, delivering it to your front door. Umar RX prescription delivers to you 24/7 with my brown and caramel and my white chocolate and vanilla bean and my salt, pepper, caramel, cappuccino, mocha chocolate. Come on out here and get this Umar RX. Cocaine in a needle. Can't make it up. The hell? Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. I was out in the living room for a minute, heard LSC on TV back in the bedroom. I was like, oh, what's going on? Girl, I'm going off on these conscious community people that want to see him cowered out of a lawsuit against Umar. Because they want to believe he's going to open up a school building. And if he does, he's trying to have it to where if the city does not give him a certificate of occupancy, he cannot be held liable for things beyond his control. That black mold is within his control. He knew it existed in 2019. Umar, you're not getting over on that one. You got video evidence of you acknowledging black mold. You're an idiot. What's worse is the people that still want to have hope for him, even dumber. Tell him I said it. My name is Lady Luck Club. Send him my way. I have no quarrels with chomping someone out. At this stage, none. Because you want to put kids in this building where you're obviously not seeing all these videos with this black mold. It's disgusting. All because you want to give credibility to this 52-year-old that hasn't had a job in 30 years. Kick rocks. Can't make this stuff up. Umar X delivers. You can't make this shit up, bro. Oh, my God. The time to talk had long gone, but these people still had some faith in this pathological, habitual liar. Exactly. City engineers have to do a walkthrough. You would think, right? If he thinks that he's going to get a certificate of occupancy, you have to think, like, there's got to be a lot of people in the city he plans on paying off or bullying along the way. And you have 39 people that were willing to put their names on a lawsuit, and then they flaked out. It's some coward moves. Now our judicial system is garbage. It's the white man's system. Are you kidding me? Say that same thing when somebody break your damn window. Out of here. You can't make this up. If Stride Inc. is still part of this, where are they? That's the same thing I said. Because they bought the buildings. They bought the bendos. His name is not even on the deed. What do they think he will be able to achieve is my question. For some reason, the attorneys accepted whatever he and his slimy, greasy ass attorneys presented to them. And he's talking about, oh, we're going to open up the schools now. No, the whole point is for you to do it the right way. To treat the mold, to Burn the bandos down and start over. Whatever you got to do it the right way. And not put these kids' lives and health in jeopardy. Like I said, all these parents that think that their kids should be okay to go in those buildings, they should lose custody immediately. Defects should swarm the buildings. These kids should not be going home because their parents are complete idiots. Can't make this up. They're not paying not one bit of attention. If you go, and he's willing to do a walkthrough, by the way. That's one of the things that she was saying. He's willing to do a walkthrough. Why? Why would anyone want to go in that building? It's like walking into Chernobyl. I'm sorry. Would any of these same people in the conscious community, would any of you all go over there to Chernobyl? Yeah, I do recall it was a nuclear disaster that occurred about a good 40 years ago. Yeah, that nuclear waste still has not decayed. You know, because science and all. There's a decayed life that certain nuclear products has. It can last sometimes for decades. Now imagine, if you will, this black mold. The faster it grows and multiplies, the harder it would be to contain it and to get it treated. It has been sitting in those buildings for 7 years. He acknowledged in 2019, in the video I played on my channel, black mold was in the largest school building in the gym, along with a dead bird and backed up raw sewage. He acknowledged it. And whatever he's presented to the attorneys are good with it. Get the fuck out of here. They know what a general ledger looks like. They do better. It's the incompetency for me. I can't take it. I cannot understand why 39 people flaked out. Marianne Laurie, like, look, I'm not trying, man. I cannot believe she was outvoted and they don't want to go to court because all of a sudden now it's the white man's system. I want them to keep hope alive with that. If somebody hits their car or somebody breaks into their house or somebody crashes their windshield or anything where the police needs to intervene, don't call 911. Now leave our justice system alone. See, it's the hypocrisy for me. If you don't believe in our justice system in the United States of America, then don't utilize it at all. Go ahead and break a law. Good luck to that. Go to court and tell that judge, you know, I don't believe in this white man's legal system. Yeah, okay. See how that sound. The judge is going to look at you and say, okay, so you're representing yourself or do you want a court-appointed attorney? Because we're still doing this. Keep telling me you don't think this court has jurisdiction over you. Don't go in there with that sovereign citizen nonsense. Oh, my God. It never works. It never works. It's as if in the year of our Lord 2026, there are no black people in our justice system working and upholding the law. It's a white man's system. It's the legal system. You know, it's so funny. You know where our democracy stemmed from? Greece. That's why many of our legalese is based in Latin. I mean, you know, just for the black conscious community, so you all can learn something else other than what you think happened in Africa, the continent, not the country. Much of our legal system is Latin based. That's why our legalese is the majority of the terms of the legalese terms are Latin based. Not Africa. Sorry. Make it make sense? Y'all, you can't make this stuff up, man. I can't believe what I'm saying. Somebody's protecting him. It's like he's Umar. Are you bullying people again? Are you threatening to dox people because they won't do what you want them to do? The hell is going on here? What is going on? Marianne, if you want me to be on a lawsuit, girl, we can go. Marianne, if you listening, I'll add Lady Luck Club to that lawsuit. I'll be a co-plaintiff. Child will go in there and show up and show out. We'll tear his ass up in court. I will mollywop Umar in court. It would not even be fair to him and his slimy ass attorneys. I'm telling you, I would handle them like they should be handled. The same way he gets handled in Hyde Park. All you got to do is show photos of Umar in Hyde Park. That'll do it. his cult members try to email you talking about, yeah, so we gonna find out where you are. We gonna dox your address. We gonna dox your kids. I'm gonna release these photos of Umar being bent over. Keep on. To play this game, you clown. Yeah, you want to see those people? We're gonna put up photos of Umar being bent over in Hyde Park. Mm-hmm. We know how to listen. Let me tell you something. Umar, I don't think you understand the gravity of what some of us actually know. I don't think you get it. We're still waiting on proof of life of your mother. Where's the Black conscious community when it comes to that? I don't see the conscious community advocating for sign of life from his mother. Y'all good with that conscious community? Y'all good with Umar housing his mother up and no one has laid eyes on her, not even her own family? Y'all cool with that? See, if you're a community, you care about the elderly. Do you not? Put a one in the chat if the conscious community cares about the elderly. We don't throw our, as a people, as a race, as humanity, we shouldn't throw our elderly people away to the wayside, right? So Umar has an elderly mother with ailments. Neighbors have said they have not seen her leave the house in months. Her own family, her other children, her grandchildren, her siblings, even her own mother could not lay eyes on her when they want to. What the hell the conscious community at with that out? They should be outraged over that. The fact that the sister tried to send a welfare check, police officers to do welfare checks at least 4 times. Why they not protesting in the streets over that? So no one is going to protest the concept that Umar is holding his mother hostage up in the house and refuses to show proof of life. But they're going to sit here and say, yeah, no, it's cool. We're going to go ahead and just mediate with this lying ass piece of crap when it comes to the school and our money that we've been giving to him. Yeah, no, we good with that. But if anything happens he don't like, oh, is it because I'm black? Get the F out of here. You also stinky, Umar, and you need a shower. You're also unbathed. You're also uncouth. There are a lot of things you're not. You're not a psychologist. We can go down the list. None of that is relevant to the fact that when it comes to it, you still have to do things the right way. And if the city of Wilmington gives this man a certificate of occupancy and they look away from all the BS that's happened, they should be sued out their ass. So either the city of Wilmington is going to catch that lawsuit or you might want Umar to catch it. Either way, somebody's getting, they're going to get sued. To the city of Wilmington, do you really want that war for Umar Johnson? Do you really want to catch these lawsuits for Umar? And remind you all, the city has a lot more money than Umar does. They can get sued for millions of dollars. Give that man a certificate if you want to. You're going to catch all these lawsuits and be out millions of dollars. Is Umar worth it? Is the question. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I want to see these conscious people sitting here demanding that he show proof of life of his mother. I don't put nothing past his ass. The dumb Oompa Loompa. I put nothing past Umar. When I say y'all, I'm just kind of ranting right now because I'm really frustrated at the aspect that justice is like 2 steps away, and somehow they're willing to kick it to the wayside without even thinking twice. Who knew? Who knew? I would like to know how many people from that community are sending their kids to the school. Y'all know what? I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna let one of y'all come up. Y'all come up here and just talk. Tell me your thoughts. Because I'm frustrated. I'm just kind of venting right now. Because I hate to see the kids go through this. Y'all, you can't make this up. There's the link. Y'all want to come up here and talk? Come on. I give you 2 to 3 good minutes. Y'all can speak your mind. You can't make this stuff up. Y'all hit the link. Hit that link. Let's hear from some of you all. Hit the link. You can't make this up. Nobody's seen her since May 2025. She has MS. Is that she can't even walk? She's bedridden. And he's barely there. And they're not in the uproar over that. Hit the link. If you want to come up, give your thoughts, hit the link. You can't make this stuff up. I'm with Marianne Lawrence. Marianne, you want me to be in that lawsuit, girl? Please, add me to it. I'll be a co-plaintiff, girl. I won't let you go through that alone. Who, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Even those podcast hosts who are supporting him. Exactly. Shame on them. Shame on them. It's so crazy. I could get more views telling him to kiss my ass than they do anyway. So what are they getting out of it? What are they getting out of it? He's not gonna pay their bills. You think if these people asked him for money, he would give them all money? Hell no. He gonna look at them and like, hey, y'all supposed to be giving me money. Had to leave Lenny's life. Tavares, how you doing? How you doing, honey? I'll shout out to my mods. Hey, Manny, I just dropped the link, honey. I'm just fussing and I'm so irritated. Caleb, some of y'all come up. I ain't never heard from some of y'all. Come on up. Let's go.
Hello,
Emily. Hi.
hi there. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Child,
What's on your mind?
Girl, I've been listening to you. I listen to Lynn and Honor. I listen to KKC. I listen to Information Man. Information Man show. I peeked in on Marianne Lawrence, and I feel so bad for her. She's the only one in that group that got the sense God gave a billy goat.
Okay. Look, what you say? Man, you can't make this up.
I mean, at this point, I've been following this Umar Johnson saga. And at this point, I first became aware of Umar Johnson in 2012. He was talking about a school then. It's 2026. What is that, 14 years?
It's 2012, 14 years.
There's no school. There's no accountability for the money. There's no breakdown of who's with him. There's no board of directors. There's no finance person. There's no building facility manager. There's no curriculum. There's nothing.
Yep.
Other than these broke down abandoned buildings.
Exactly. You tell me now. Tell me this. Now, let me ask you a question with these bandos, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday we talked about, the lack of contractor presence at the buildings and all the stuff. How much do you really think he spent on renovating, cleaning up, or doing anything on these two bandos, by the way, two bandos?
I don't think he's dealing with real contractors. I think, I saw him on a video talking about, the black contractors took the money and didn't do the work, which of course begs the question is where are the lawsuits for that? Because that's illegal. You can't take money and not do work.
Exactly.
But beyond that, I don't think he's using real contractors. I think he's doing the Pookie and Ray Ray.
Okay, me too. What you say? Exactly.
I think he's
no contracts, no contract agreements, no documents on file,
no permits,
no permits, no nothing. Just y'all want to come in and paint. You remember who painted those bathrooms that purple color? Remember, it was a bunch of women. None of them were contractors. None of them were licensed or anything. Just some volunteers that came in and painted the bathrooms.
Okay,
you can't make this up, man. You can't make it up. My volunteers painted.
My thing is with this Umar Johnson thing, this is beyond. It is past time for this crap to be over.
Yep.
And why it's not over and why he's not being held accountable for this crap is beyond me. I do not understand it. I don't know why. Nobody's willing to just say, listen, enough is enough.
Yeah. Exactly.
You either got to come up with it or you got to let it go.
Right.
Now, I do know I do recall at some point he was kind of running this whole thing of being a therapist, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying he was a child therapist and a this kind of therapist and a whatever the hell psychologist and whatever.
Right.
So if he was running this whole thing of being a therapist, think about if people actually believed that he was a therapist and talked to him about very personal, intimate matters.
All of that privacy information getting out. He just,
he'll
no
do
credentials. Yeah,
he'll do it. He'll put your business out there.
Yep.
And so maybe that's why he's afraid, because I think he's done that to some people.
Oh yeah, he has. He did that to Lennon Honor. He doxed Lennon Honor's entire family, including his children, his spouse.
Not even the doxing. I was going to get to that, but I'm talking about the people he talked to when he was supposedly a so-called therapist. People telling private, personal, intimate information. Right. He's done that to what's the lady they called the conscious stripper? He put her business out there. So there's so many reasons why this can't happen, but even from that perspective. But right now I'm on this thing about the buildings. Those buildings are never going to pass any kind of inspection. They're never going to get a certificate of occupancy. We can you don't even have to be a contractor or a HVAC person or an electrical person or anything like that. You can just look. If you got eyes and common sense, you can see.
Yep.
That this is never going to happen. I just want this thing to be over. It's past time for this thing to be done.
Thank you. Who you telling? And it's so frustrating is that this is just yet another distraction for him to prolong this out and use it as a way to ask for money, because that's all he's been doing now is asking, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, knowing he's not going to do what's right.
And this is why, if I remember correctly, the lady Marianne, he paid her money to keep certain things quiet because he still wants to continue this grift.
Yeah, he gave her a settlement.
Yeah.
He tried to sue her, and then he turned around as the plaintiff now, which is hilarious to me. And tried to actually negotiate and gave her a settlement. Yeah. Wanted to settle with her because he knew he screwed up.
Well, if you go to court, you have to do this thing. They call it discovery, which means that they go through all the documents and the evidence, and then it becomes public.
Yep. Absolutely.
I don't believe he wants certain things to be public.
Right.
Probably a lot of things he doesn't want to be public.
Exactly.
He doesn't want to be public is, the accounting or lack of accounting for all this money. I'm not even sure he knows how much money he's collected.
Yeah, no, he's not keeping up with any of that.
I don't think he's keeping track.
Not at all. Not at all. You would have to subpoena PayPal and Cash Out, the companies themselves, the GoFundMe. You have to sue the companies to get the information about the transactions and all of that from their end on their service, because you're not going to get it out of him.
I don't think he's capable. The way his behavior, the antics, and all the he's going to paddle the mothers in the lounge in the office or whatever the hell he was talking about. I don't even know what all it is. This is so crazy. A lot of times it's like I can't even keep up with how much crazy he got going on.
Okay, and listen. It's the reporting and the information that's being put forth. I know from myself, from Lennon Honor, from Jay Wick, KKC, the lounge. You have several content creators, the Mademoiselle, people who've even gone to tour the schools, these bandos. And it's like, what are they missing? What more do they need to see to believe that this guy is a con artist? Right. He's a scammer. So, let's bring in Manny. You can just sit tight if you want.
Okay.
Let's bring in Manny. Go ahead if you want to.
Oh, this is Mr. Manny. He's hilarious.
Oh,
what's up? What's up?
What's going on?
Y'all
Give
already
us your
know.
thoughts, man.
You going to jail. You gonna go to jail. All right.
Give
All right.
us your thoughts, man.
You want my thoughts or you want me to cook them? I need to know.
No, no. I just want your thoughts because I want to make sure I get everybody on the panel opportunity to speak. Just give us your thoughts on this whole conscious community and not trying to take him to court. And
All right.
according to Marianne, they flaking out.
Well, they can't flake out because on the last video I did with Umar, on with Miss Marianne, she said that they couldn't renege. They couldn't renege. That means means that they in it to win it, regardless. And then here's another thing, y'all. Just because they can't renege, that don't mean that the evidence they submitted reneges. So that evidence is stuck. Remember what I told you yesterday? Them people, when they see something, they gotta say something.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when you gotta remember when I said that the lawyer, Miss Marianne's lawyer, is the same lawyer that she got now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the same lawyer for the when she won the 68,000.
Yes, ma'am. Who am I speaking with?
This is Kim Callahan. Am I saying that right?
Miss Callahan, how you doing, sister?
Callahan?
How you doing, Miss Callahan? This is Manny. I just want to, first of all, I'm respectful. I was raised right. I had a mama who had no problem putting that foot in my butt. So, and it got me many places. So I just want to say, shout out to Miss Callahan. And before I go any further, shout out to
Enterprise up here.
Entertainment. That's my dog. Shout out to you, David.
What's going on? What's going on?
All right.
How you doing?
So now remember, y'all got to remember. You got to remember now. Work with me. Work with me. Y'all are all college degrees. I just got a degree in combat. Okay. Umar is dealing with the same lawyer he tried to bluff the last time. Now, lawyers have egos. Lawyers have egos. This is why he's dead in that butt. Marianne's lawyer, the same lawyer that she won the settlement with, is the same lawyer that's leading the charge on the 40 count class action lawsuit.
Right.
So all of y'all frustrations is coming to a close. Let me say it this way. The same way Cassidy outed Diddy, Miss Marianne outed Jermaine Shoemake, Dookie Juice Johnson. This is what's going on. As long as we keep the pressure on them, y'all, Enterprise, keep driving by, making sure you do a thorough check on your in cabin and your air filter. Both.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Because you got to understand this stuff it can sneak up in you like, bam. That?
I got you.
Give me your thoughts, Enterprise. What do you think about?
Oh my goodness!
So far with the people not want to go to court, and oh my God,
I'm not gonna be long-winded like I was last night. I think I emptied enough bullets last night, but like the conscious community, like this is why. In a grand scheme of things, this is why a lot of people in this country lose faith on these pastors and these supposed community leaders, because when the rubber needs to meet the road, ain't nobody built like Martin, ain't nobody built like Malcolm, those real leaders we had back in the 60s and the 70s. Ain't nobody built like the Black Panther Party, where these brothers was willing to die for their cause, no matter what it was. They paid, and they did pay with their lives and their livelihoods to further the cause and get things done right. Now people want to be just on some ho-hum or halfway do it, or we just want our money back. What you mean? Exactly. So you get your money back, but then the rest of the million people around here, they can get stole from, and it's fine because it's not you.
Right.
And this is all in the guise of this is for
and
our
he can continue to keep the scam going.
Exactly. And this is supposed to be to protect your children. Like, are you serious?
Right. It's just it feels like they're just willing to just kind of throw it all the way in the wind. You got the numbers that makes a difference as well. I mean, 2 people suing is one thing. 39, 40 people in one lawsuit as a class action. That speaks volumes. But you got this perfect opportunity to, at the very least, say this is more than just the money aspect of it. It's a principle. Because if you bring these kids into these buildings, they're gonna get sick. You don't have a curriculum, you don't have a meal plan, you don't have anything in place to sustain the school staying open. So why even put people through all of this and waste time and money and energy and efforts into this, knowing you won't be able to sustain the school either way? You have no revenue source.
The crazy part is this lawsuit isn't even about wins and losses. It's about getting this into the light. Because if you put this dude on a discovery where he's going to have to, no questions asked, he's going to have to open all those financial books, all those financial resources, because he doesn't have any. You're going to have to back up, like you said, you're going to have to open up all the GoFundMes, all the PayPals, all the Cash App and everything. That stuff alone, whether he discloses whatever he got in checks and money orders, those 3 entities alone are going to show where money's been going, where it's been flowing, and what it's been used for.
Right.
And once you get that out there, that's undeniable.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
there's
why
video
it's like
evidence of him using old paint, so he can't claim he bought paint because he used the old
the Moore Academy paint.
Hey sis.
So he didn't buy that. The little things that he might have spent money on, putting those little signs that he tacked up there. I mean, how much was that? Where are the receipts for that? I mean, it's just all so damned ridiculous. Excuse me for cussing.
No, you good.
We got Brother Malik. I can pull him up. I can send
Oh
him
my goodness.
Yep.
Let me bring him up.
Malik be shredding that dude. That's
I'm
the funny
dropping
part.
the link. Go ahead, Malik, if you want to come up, Brother Malik, and then I'll give him.
While we're waiting on the brother, where are the permits that correspond with the work?
Thank you. Thank you, Sister Callahan. Thank you. For every renovation, you're supposed to have a permit for it.
A permit? You're supposed to have blueprints, floor plans, all that.
All that.
Where's all that? Where's the contracts from the vendors? Where are the invoices from the vendors? Exactly. All this is supposed to match and go together. So if you got somebody coming in to do an HVAC job, you got a contract from an HVAC company, you get an estimate of how much it's going to cost to do it. They do the work, they give you an invoice of how much it costs, and then you pay the invoice. All of that is supposed to have a paper trail.
Exactly. You cannot make this up. And he has no one around him for that. Yep.
If you need a permit for the HVAC guy to go in there and do stuff, then that's on file with the city, which that should be public. Where is that?
Right.
So what is it that we're really talking about here?
Right.
It's abandoned buildings.
These are the questions that these podcasters and his base need to be asking, and nobody's doing it.
Why would they ask? He's Jesus to them. He's the black RB.
Well, the crazy part about that is they question Jesus. So what are we doing?
Exactly. He's not above
and
God.
He was doing miracles in front of people, and they were still questioning it. So what are we talking about?
Okay. Shout out to Brother Malik. What you got, Brother Malik? Y'all say what's up to Brother Malik in the house.
Good evening, family. Good evening, family. Peace, love, and life. How y'all doing?
What is going on, brother?
Pleasure to be here with my little sister LLC, my adopted little brother, little Manny Ben Rock. For those of you, my YouTube family that are new, I'm Uncle Malik, or Big Brother Malik, and thank you for having me, LLC. I'm not going to be long. I just want to do 3 quick pointers. Number one, we'll go back to and I did do it in comments. What we're witnessing with Umar Johnson is the result of we've had a long time self accountability problem in the black neighborhood, and that's something that we don't like to talk about. It's not talked about often, and that's why that comment played out. Bring a black man down. That's why that's become so popular, because it was allowed to become popular because we have a very serious accountability problem within the Black community, and it starts in the home. If I have, as you guys know, up to 25 to 30 years building and construction across this country and the world, Home Depots, Safeways, the whole nine, including mode jobs. And every one that I've done, I don't care what part of the country and the state it was always in Browning and poor neighborhoods. And that also bounces back to the accountability problem, because if this was in even Latinos or white neighborhoods, see, they would put the pressure on the city to close these buildings down, because there's only so much that you can do on YouTube. This has to get to the heart of the city, which is city council meetings, which means Black folks have to get off their ass that lives in Wilmington, Delaware, and go down and put it in the faces of the city council. Those of us that don't live in the city, you have to do what I taught people to do as a two-term former lobbyist of the state of California. You have to flood the phone calls. You have to send emails, texts, carrier pigeons, and more or less even letters. So I just wanted to break that down a little bit. This is an accountability problem that we have in the Black neighborhood. One other thing I want to mention. Black people, there seems to be some of you, even on this, even on in the listening audience, that you want to turn it into, if he turns it into something else, maybe he'll pass inspection. Let me make this perfectly clear. I don't care if you want to sell hot dogs, stale hot dogs, and 3-day-old popcorn. A COA, a certificate of occupancy, is just a fancy word for a business license. And no city within their right mind is going to give Umar Johnson or anyone else a business license to sell hot dogs out of that building legally. If they do, if they're foolish enough to do, the left hand where they hand Umar Johnson the business license, I would hope in the other right hand that they will have blank checks for lawsuits. Okay.
Wait. Let me be a devil's advocate on this. So what you're saying is, even if I decide to make this a parochial school, like a church or religious school, I don't get no privileges for being a religious school?
I've heard this big old parochial church or whatever. There are no exceptions when it comes to health. Brothers and sisters, mold is the #1 respiratory problem in the entire health field. Mold is the #1 upper respiratory problem in the entire medical field. And unfortunately, mold is having a field day this time of year, because as I've educated you all over 50 shows in the last 5 to 6 months, mold feasts off moisture. So if you think the mold is bad now, wait till this winter blows through and go back and look at those buildings then. That's why it looks like the buildings are slowly but surely being taken over by the mold like black paint. You cannot power wash mold. You can't call the fire department and use the high energy fire hoses hooked to the fire hydrant. You can't water blast it. It has to be treated, which is what I've done with companies across this country. And the longer it takes for you to do that, the less chance it is for you to eliminate the mold without going back to what y'all hear me. Y'all have heard me say this, and I think our brother Entertainment, and thank you for the shout out last night, brother, mentioned you would literally have to go back to gutting the building down to the metal beams on the outside, on the inside. They have the wood 2x4, 16 inches apart, which means you would have to gut the sheetrock. We know that there's mold in the sheetrock inside all the way up to the ceiling roof. So that tells you right there. Brothers and sisters, it cannot be ignored. I know it feels good. I know there are some of you, even those that on the under, criticize Umar, but you really want to see this happening. Brothers and sisters, you cannot ignore mode. There's no place that mode has been where that building, that business, be it a school, college, apartment, or home, you have been allowed to stay in and breathe mode. So let me just get this entirely out of the way. And finally, so I can let you guys go. You do not need Umar's permission to get any information that has to do with those bandos. Okay, I know you guys are conditioned, trained. Some of you are even addicted to the way he speaks. And you guys are convinced that it's Umar's law because he makes it sound like it's his law. When you have a 5013C3, your ass belongs to the government. So even y'all that get excited about hearing him say, well, we ain't taking no white man's money, and what, you are as close to the white man as you can get, because the white man owns the 5013 status exempt that you have been granted. And just because you apply for 5013C is just like a driver's license. I write grants all day, every day. Been doing it for 15, 20 years also across this country. It is a privilege and not a right. Umar don't make the laws. Umar don't have his own set of laws. And Umar has 5013C laws that has nothing to do with permits, that have nothing to do with certificate of occupancy. Just like he has a whole separate also another set of laws, which would be the fourth set, with the Department of Education out of the city of Wilmington, Delaware. So I just wanted to get all of this out of the way. You guys have the right to believe what you want to believe. You have the right to continue to donate if you want to donate. But in my 25 to 30 years of service, including mode jobs, I have never known a city or a contractor. That's with the punch list. Umar has to have a contractor's punch list, which is basically what my little brother Manny has been teaching on. Every aspect of the building has to have a permit signed off by a licensed general contractor. That's where you get the punch list from. You take the contractor's punch list, you put that with the application in which you apply for an inspection, because brothers and sisters, he can holler inspection and tell his mother, hopefully eventually come out of that apartment of hers. But if he doesn't have a contractor's permit sign off punch list, when he applies for the permit, the city of Wilmington is not going to waste probably a $45 an hour inspector to even show up on the premises. It's all what I made up 5, 6, 7 months ago last year. Everything he says, everything he does is an illusion of fake progress. Right. There are rules and regulations, and Umar don't make the rules, and he does not get to violate them. Before I go, are there any questions since I'm finished ranting?
Preach, brother. Preach.
You better tell it like it is, sir. Okay.
I have to go this way because you guys know I'm on so many shows, and I keep hearing all of these as if he gets an exception if he says, well, I want to apply for a business license, but it's not going to be a school. I don't give a damn on my dead mother and daughter if he wants to sell hot dogs and popcorn. If he wants to do it legally, he has to pass inspection, and no contractor out of the hundreds that I've worked for across this country is going to put their company's reputation, their company's name, and any kind of lawsuit on signing off on a mold-filled building, not only on the outside, but painted over on the inside. Okay, let me make that clear. If you're waiting for those buildings to open, please don't hold your breath. Because not only are you going to turn blue in the face, not only is your heart eventually going to stop beating, your black ass is going to die. It's not going to happen. To the point, I don't even go on shows anymore to talk about the inside. The inside does not matter. The inside can look like the Taj Mahal. The floors can be made out of diamond. As long as you have that mold outside of those buildings, the number one upper respiratory killer in this entire country, in the world, black people, Umar cult members, those of you that are addicted, I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. If it does, I'll go out of business and I'll disappear off social media. Because again, in closing, in my 25 or 30 years, okay, if it wasn't necessary to get the mold away, I wouldn't have been making $55 to $75 an hour working for a paint company contractor where we started off by removing and treating the mold. If you could paint over mold, if it was okay for the mold to be there, it wouldn't be an issue. And again, in closing, the reason why Umar Johnson exists is because too many black people continue to allow for him to exist. Because here in California, if he was anywhere near me, from my teachings of my leaders, the great Dr. Huey Percy Newton, the great Dr. Khalid Muhammad, Minister Louis Farrakhan, and so many others, I would shut his ass down because I cannot believe not one black man in the city of Wilmington, Delaware, all of these times he stood out there in front of those bandos. See, where I'm from, he wouldn't video no more because every day he'd video, there would be a fight on camera that he wouldn't want nobody to see. I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid to go to jail. But this is a black people problem. This is a black people problem. And I know we have those that say, well, Malik, I disagree because we've called them out on shows. I said that when I first got on. This is much bigger than YouTube. When you have people that have a cult-like mentality, when you have people that are addicted to Umar, it doesn't matter what he say. I said on one show that came out of the Bay Area up the street in Oakland, Umar followers, some of them would eat his shit if he said it the right way. This is how serious it is. And so this is beyond just YouTube. This is where the village and the community has to get involved, because you know why white folks and Asians and others get things done? Because they get off their ass and they go down and they put this problem in front of those that matter faces. And thank you to our sister, Black Anonymous. She took me and Manny's expert research work and my knowledge in the building and construction, as well as being licensed in three different states as a licensed grant writer. And she presented a nice letter that should be going before the city of Wilmington, Delaware, and that's the start. But in closing, brothers and sisters, this is an issue where black people have to get involved near it, right there in the city and from afar. All of you that love being on these shows, listening, getting the information, making comments, you can do your part from that very same internet by sending text messages, sending emails to the people that need to do this, because this sister, I believe her name is Sister Callahan. Thank you. It's a pleasure meeting you. I'm Uncle Malik. She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. This is a black folks problem, and we need to do ourselves. But again, brothers and sisters, for the last time, I don't care. Now, matter of fact, in closing, I promise, no one legally has the right to be in those buildings.
Wow.
So when you showed him, well, I think it was on KKC show where he was talking to some people inside that gym. Brothers and sisters, you guys keep talking about the COA. You guys keep talking about permits. All you need to understand is this. the buildings remain on the vacant properties list. That alone tells you nobody has any business inside of them. And let's make it make sense. That's why in order for a contractor to go into vacant properties and work on them, they need what, Manny? They need what, Manny?
A permit.
They need a permit.
A permit.
Okay,
The permit means
and you guys keep saying, well, if if black contractors had sued Umar, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all sitting around waiting for him to do something that he doesn't have to do, but you don't need him to say anything if you understand how this game is played. You know why? I've never said he has to mention black contractors, because the permits from the city would prove that he's lying on any imaginary black contractor that he's talking about. This is not brain surgery, brothers and sisters. You got to get by the verbatim and understand what he's saying. He doesn't have to tell you anything, and he doesn't need to tell you anything, because he's under non-profit status, is public information. I don't care if my dead parents come out of their grave and don't like it. It's the law, it's the rules, and the problem is you all have not challenged Umar. That's the problem.
Not the YouTube.
We are no different than these radio shows that give him these soft interviews, because there's no way he would be anywhere near me in California, and you're going to stand up in front of some abandoned buildings, make sure those mildew letters is in the back under illusion of progress, and continue to con my people. See, I wasn't raised that way. Y'all know who my leaders were. I'm not tolerating it. So, and another thing you guys keep forgetting, which also puts a dent right into him applying for, he keeps saying his final inspection. You got to have a first one first.
That's right.
And you guys got to remember, you don't even know the damage, which I know is behind the wood that boards up those windows. Now, if he was smart and he knew what he was doing and it was legit, those boards would have long been off, and the contractor would have came in and did anything around those windows, just like the mold needs to be done. Exactly. On the outside. Am I making sense to you all, brothers and sisters? I talk fast because I want to get it all out. And to show you how much he cares, he still hasn't done the first thing he should have done on the outside, specifically, was apply those downspouts to keep the water away from the building and off the roof. Thank you, LLC, for allowing me. Thank you for inspiring me, little brother Manny. Thank you to my YouTube family for adopting me and respecting my professionalism. I've traveled across this country building homes, and I'm gonna tell you, brothers and sisters, again, if Umar wants to sell cold coffee legally out of that building, he must get what's called a CEA, which is simply a business license. And as long as that mold, I don't want to talk about the inside. I'm tired of talking about it. I don't understand what you all don't understand, that the inside is not relevant. The doorknob, the doors painted, they're not relevant. Umar's biggest enemy is mold's best friend, which is the mold. Umar's biggest enemy is the mold. And until he addresses that, brothers and sisters, may the blessings of Allah continue to be with each and every one of you and be bestowed upon you. It is all a false and phony illusion of progress. I'm going to finish up watching you guys on the tube. Thank you all for having me. If you have any questions, please ask them. If not, I'm out of here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
so you're welcome.
Shout out to Brother Malik. Shout out to Brother Malik. If I can get one of the mods to drop his YouTube channel link, that way you guys can comment on his channel, or I can reach out to him myself, Manny.
Look,
Anonymous, that have his email address. Let us know your questions and thoughts and whatever it
That
is you want to
Pretty clear
express,
to
that
and
me.
we
was
will make sure he get it.
that was
It
the
seemed pretty
biggest
clear to me.
that was the biggest lesson in pure common sense and
Yes,
practical
sir.
thinking than anybody could hope for. Like
Yes, sir.
that's why I said
That's
that's why
right.
I
I
was
have
speaking the way I was speaking yesterday when we have to appeal to his base because they're the only things that's keeping him going. The
the
only
right
thing.
stuff.
I got a question.
Yes,
Answer.
ma'am.
I'm
Answer.
sorry, Brother Manny. I
No, go
apologize.
ahead.
I didn't mean to
Go ahead.
put across you. What can we do, if anything, about these who like the Breakfast Club and
Oh my gosh.
You file
all
a
these other
complaint with
things?
YouTube. You file a complaint with YouTube. You file a complaint with
Yeah,
FCC.
when they have them on and they don't ask them any real questions.
You file a complaint with FCC.
Okay.
Sis, I
And then
gotta.
it's always the old-fashioned, advocation for, challenging these sponsors that are sitting here funding these platforms like Breakfast Club, knowing that they're hosting someone that is spreading misinformation and being highly deceptive and doesn't care about the consequences of that. If God forbid these bandos open up and kids walk into those buildings, it'll be all the blood will be all on the hands of these people that platformed him and never challenged him and never challenged the people in the community that are sitting here, with a opportunity of a lifetime to move forward and show him that there's, at this point, it's just time for accountability, and all they want to do is mediate. Like, it's absurd, and that's challenge you know the sponsors,
I was
challenge
about to say,
those that are
get the
funding
sponsor
these
list.
platforms, challenge them,
Yep.
hit them in the pockets, because that's the only way they understand. You got to
Sis,
hit them in the pockets.
I got a document that I want to share with everyone that might be very helpful.
Before, hey, is Enterprise and Kim, do you guys have anything you want to just add on before we shift over to this document?
No, I don't have anything. I'm just gonna sit back
Nah.
and listen.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely sit back
Okay.
and listen. You guys can cut me from the feet. I appreciate you having me on again, but
I'll drop myself down.
maybe we gotta organize in some of these communities. Maybe that's something I gotta look into more deeply, being as local as I am, because like you guys said, it's beyond just the grift at this point. Now you're contaminating the community.
Exactly.
Yep.
And it's no more
Exactly.
maybe. It's no more maybe. It's a must.
Yeah.
It's a must.
Yep. Thank
It's
you,
a must.
Kimberly. She hopped off. I was gonna
Thank you guys
you
for having
being
me
up
on
on the
again.
platform, Kimberly. If you guys are still listening, thank you, Enterprise. I appreciate you
Absolutely.
for coming up and giving us
Yes,
your
ma'am.
thoughts. I appreciate it.
Yes,
Enterprise,
sir.
we appreciate everything you do.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Enterprise.
And
Shout
I'm gonna
out
still
to him.
shoot video every single time he go live. That's happening. So
That's
For
right.
sure. For
Do
sure.
it.
For sure.
All right now.
All
Thank you
right.
so much, Enterprise. And we got Manny. He's got some information he want to show right quick, because I don't want to hold you all too long.
I ain't gonna try to hold
Hold
you
on, let
all
me
at
stop
all.
presenting.
Boom.
But I
All right.
just, man, I had to. Oh God, it's rare that and it's definitely not a hit towards Marianne Lauren. I'm so happy to see her step up, but it's just flustering to hear that you got people that have the chance to hold him accountable in the court of law, something he's absolutely afraid of, by the way. It's like his kryptonite. Take him to court, and then he turns into a complete baby. And they're sitting here saying we want to just mediate. I just got irritated. I was just like, I can't believe this. This is what it's coming down to. So go ahead, Manny. I just, man.
I know my people are frustrated and is tired. They're not tired, they're tired of Umar Johnson. But we got to hold on just a little bit longer, family. I just need y'all to, all my brothers and sisters, my American brothers and sisters, I need y'all to hold on. I want to give a shout out to all my people. Sister Callahan that just got up. My sister, LLC. I love you, baby girl. I love you with all my heart.
Love you too, man. Love you too.
Brother Malik. I want to give a shout out to Brother Malik. I want to give a shout out to my brother, Sister Black
Enterprise.
Anonymous.
Yep.
every person in this chat and everybody who know my voice, know me, I want to say thank you, but we got to hold on just a little bit longer. And this is why. Here's a clean step-by-step breakdown of the first stages of an inspection for a certificate of occupancy. Now, what I'm going to try to do right quick is see if there we go. All right, voila. I'm going to make sure y'all can see it. Is that good, sis?
Yep. We got it. We can see it.
All right. Now, this is in Wilmington, written the way the inspectors and the city would actually approach it, not watered down version. Okay. This is the real deal, Holyfield. Stage 1, administrative and permit verification before inspectors show up. This is the gatekeeper stage. If this fails, inspections do not proceed. Permit status check. The city confirms all required building permits were applied for. Did I say that way I was confusing?
No.
Okay. All right. No. And I'm going to make that happen for you, Black Anonymous. Permits match the actual scope of the work. Now, what am I talking about? This is what Brother Malik was talking about. This is the first stages. This is what's got to happen right now. When he said that, I was like, ooh, he just dropped a jewel. Permits are approved, not just filed. So they're going to check and see if they've been filed. They're going to check and see if there are no expired or abandoned permits. You know, like the ones I told y'all about yesterday, the 22 the abandoned permits that was not completed.
Yep.
So we're going to verify all of this. Remember, I kept telling y'all this is, no. We're going to we're going to put that knife in you real nice and slow, and it's going to go in deep. Red flag, multiple open permits with no final inspections. Back to it said, if this fails, inspections do not proceed.
Yep.
Here is the moment where they holding my black brother down. They trying to, the bourgeoisie black people up there, the coons and the Negroes up at the city hall at Wilmington, Delaware. This is what's gonna go down. Maxie, you okay, baby? All right, let's get back to it. All right, the zoning and use approval. They verify the intended use. Are you going to use it for a church or are you going to use it for a school?
Right.
Are you going to use it for the club or are you going to use it to assembly? Is it going to be commercial? What is it going to be? We need to know. And we already know Umar don't like to tell nobody nothing.
Yep.
That the use is legal for the zoning district. That's self-explanatory. I don't have to break that down. Any special approvals or variances are in place. Instant stop operating a school, daycare, or assembling place without zoning approval. Walk with me, y'all. Ownership and authorization. The city gonna find out who owned the buildings. Sis, who owned the buildings?
Yeah, K-12.
Okay. No unresolved ownership disputes. No outstanding code enforcement cases. Stage 2, structural and code building inspection. First physical inspection. They're going to look around and they're going to see what enterprise keep talking about. They're going to find foundational integrity. False. They're going to find the load-bearing walls are not load-bearing. They're going to find the roof framing ain't so busy framing on the roof. They're going to find signs of water intrusion. Uh-oh.
There you go.
Structural alterations.
All that leaking and all that. Yeah.
Structural alterations. Match approval plans. Automatic fail. Evidence of long-term neglect. Rock. And structural compromise. But translation, Umar's translation. The coons won't let me go. They won't let me do it because I'm black. And I'm trying to build a black school.
God,
electrical rough inspection. Just electrical. Proper wiring. panel capacity, grounding, no exposed or illegal connections. Anybody looking at this? And y'all with me?
Yep.
Are y'all with me?
Yeah, we listen. You can if anything, you can summarize it too. You know, and that way we can post it up too. Boom. We'll post it up on the channel.
Let me show you right here. I'm just going boom. He ain't gonna pass none of these.
Not at all.
Let's go to the mechanical and HVAC inspection. Is he gonna pass these?
Nope.
Is there gonna be a critical issue that applies to him? Oh,
yep.
Let's go to I'm sorry, go ahead.
You can't even explain that backup sewage issue in the middle of the gym floor going back to 2019, because you all remember seeing that in the video where they were wondering where all this water was coming from in the gym, the basketball court, and come to find out it was a drainage pipe in the middle of the floor that had basically got clogged and it was backflowing. These problems have existed for 7 good years, since 2019, and he recorded it.
Yeah,
and it's still in a video on his channel. I've gone over it, and I said I cannot believe these same issues still exist. These same issues still exist since 2019, and they've gotten worse over time. You can't make this up.
Stage 3, life safety and clearance. Most important early hurdle, fire marshal. Okay, fire alarms, emergency lighting, all of this stuff. Is it on point? No. Non-negotiable. Fire approval is mandatory for CO, for certificate of occupancy. Means of egress review. Inspectors confirm. Make sure you got exits. Make sure the exits are not been modified. You know, like those doors. Obstructed paths. That goes for both home and in the thing. I'm throwing a jab. Okay, the doors got to work right. The health. Let's talk about environmental. This is what we've been talking about. Triggered. This is going to be triggered when the building sat vacant. Evidence of the water damage. Involves children in public safety. Children in public assembly safety.
That right there.
Can I slow down right here? Can I just slow down right here for this little piece right here? Says they may require mold assessment, moisture remediation proof, and environmental clearance documentation. Immediate stop, no visible mold, water damage, or air quality hazards. Here is your common first stage failures. Why certificate of occupancy gets stuck for months, even years. Sis, I'll let you read that if you want.
I mean, it's a bit blurry, but like I said, once I'll get that up on the page on the channel.
It's blurry.
It's a little blurry. Yeah.
Hold on.
On my end, it's blurred. It's okay though. You can just summarize it that way. We can, because I don't want to keep everybody too long, but you can summarize it. What I'm gonna do is post
send it
that up.
You.
Yeah, email it to me and I'll do it as a post, and that way people can read it on the community post.
Oh, they can see it. I'm looking at the channel. They can see it.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool.
You can finish reading it up. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, then I will. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Here it is right here. The common first stage failures. Filing permits, but never completing inspection. Changing building use without approval. Attempting occupancy before inspections. Outstanding code violations. Fire marshal denial. Environmental hazards, abandoned or expired permits. If any one of these first stages fail, the certificate of occupancy process pauses. Corrections are ordered, reinspection fees applied, timeline resets, no shortcuts, no we'll fix it later. Okay, so what I'm saying is this, y'all. Let me close this out. What I'm saying is this. Umar can BS everybody he wants.
Okay.
But he can't BS. He can't BS the city of Wilmington. They already gave him a $70,000 pass, y'all, in the past. They just wrote it off. Say, you know, all right, bro, we understand you going through some struggles. Then you have all of your following call the city of Wilmington. That's harassment.
Yeah, and an intimidation tactic. Yeah.
Then you dox the license and inspection officer that issues the permits. Remember the lady that was talking that told him he couldn't have his permit for his festival? Okay,
yeah.
That's the lady. Name and all. You've doxed these people. You burn your bridges with these people, and you expect them to do you a favor now? And ain't no ain't no prayers gonna solve that. Ain't no expiration date on disrespect.
And the worst thing is, if she would have, even anyone he's ever doxed, if they would have nipped it in the bud through the courts, I don't think he would be this emboldened to do what he's still doing after all of these years. It's the cult-like mentality where it's, oh, you can't say anything bad about him because he's black and blah, blah, blah. I don't care about his race. Tell that to a parent whose child goes near that bando and then come home and end up developing pneumonia and something worse. Tell it to that. The parents that are sending their kids to that Boys and Girls Club, and they still have to go past these 2 abandoned bandos with all that black mold. Tell it to those parents that are sitting here having to take their kids to the doctor and to get them treated for pulmonary infections. Tell it to them.
Hey, sis, I challenge all of Umar's following. I'm looking dead in the camera, and I want y'all to see me. Hold on, I'm gonna zoom my camera so y'all know I ain't playing around. I'm dead serious.
Yep.
I'm dead serious about this. Okay. All right. Y'all can see me as clear as day. I challenge you to let your child have mold in your children's room.
Child.
I challenge you to tell your child to go to bed with mold in their room. And if you can do that, then I don't know what to say about
custody. You would not be able to maintain custody if you're allowing your kids to live in any environment where it is infested with black mold. That is a health hazard. It can be detriment to your child's health, especially if they're small babies and toddlers and they're still trying to build up their immune system. This is absolute. It's outrageous. This is coming, but you remember now, the Oompa Loompa didn't even raise his own kids. He didn't even take care of his own children. So if he doesn't have any care concern for his own mother, for his own children, he damn sure doesn't care about anybody else's child. He has no. There's no goal for him to open these bandos. It's just to keep the grift going forever and ever and ever. And that's part of my frustration as to why they won't follow through on this lawsuit.
Y'all hit that.
It's not going to open. He knows he's not gonna get it open. He knows it. He's known this for at least the last 5-6 years. He knows it. He knows the damage is too extensive. And now that you have multiple people reporting on this, you have people that are speaking out. You have a class action lawsuit that could be viable in place. It at least shows people are not scared to take action and to put him in check. But
especially when you ain't got no money.
But you think about it. Look how far we've gotten, and he's still doing the same old thing. He believes he's above the rule of law. He does not care about anybody else's livelihood, their health, not even minor children. He doesn't care about his own. And all of this is going to do is just give him more boldness to continue on with this, because now he feels like no one's going to challenge me in court now.
Oh, they're going.
They're not even going to take me to court. They rather mediate because I'm black. You got to get past that. We got to get past that. We cannot continue to have this mentality.
I got to address something.
We're good with it, just letting people get over and not be held accountable. Go ahead.
Sis, first of all, excuse me if I interrupt you. I don't want my intention.
No, you can.
S-Files. you hit the nail, but I'm gonna drive it straight through the 2x4.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all see is an aggressive stage of mold. But after this storm season, you're gonna see mold turn straight gangster. I mean, like, hold on. I mean, this type of gangster. Okay? The mold gonna turn this type of gangster, y'all. Okay? All right? It's gonna be like this, y'all. It's gonna be up on that, it's gonna be on that building like this. What's up? What's up? Do you hear what I'm saying? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. For the people in the back, the mold gonna get gangster like this, hoodied and masked up for real.
Yep, and start taking names and kicking ass. You can't make this up. And this is a good point here. Brother Malik says, don't forget about that old paint that belonged to the last school. I'm sure it's laced with lead and should be tested along with the water. Exactly. They need an air quality test. They need a water test. They need, to look at the paint itself. If it's been up there, you know how long it's been since the previous school?
You already know.
Those buildings sat for about 2 years before K-12 even purchased them. So what we're really looking at is like almost 10 years that these buildings have been in the condition that they're in right now. And all he's done is throw some paint on a wall and on a door. This is insane. This is insane. And if anyone else, like I said, I've dropped the link. If anyone else want to come up and quickly give their thoughts, you can get 3 to 4 minutes to just give your thoughts about this, because there has to be, we have to have more accountability. And cowarding down to someone who does not pay your bills and will not take your kids to a doctor, or you, if you get sick, is not the way to hold him accountable. So if you guys, like I said, you want to come up and just give your thoughts, by all means. But this is, I couldn't even get through the videos tonight. We're gonna try again tomorrow and finish up the Marianne videos, because it was so infuriating to know that 40 people initially agreed to this, and now she's being outvoted because they don't want to go to court.
Well, let me rewind a little bit. They were outvoted. Hold on, Mold's gonna be like a monster. The Mold Messiah, Black. You ain't right. Okay, but this was the certificate of peace, sis. Remember the story I told you yesterday in the Bible?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, I mean, she wanted to go straight to court.
Yeah.
Like her lawyer said. Okay, but sometimes you gotta let experience be the best teacher. Everything that she said came fruition. So now, because he didn't say, I'm gonna give y'all a poster that said FDMG is ready. 100 Black History Month, okay, Black Parent Teleconference. He said that he was going to open the school, right? He didn't open the school. So guess what? Because he reneged at the certificate of peace, it's a full head-on, all steam ahead, it's a blitz going straight to court.
I truly hope so, because the way
as many times as many times you done been over a docket. The reason why they do that is so when the judge come up and say, did y'all try to talk this out?
Oh no, I agree, but unless you're settling the matter flat out with class action lawsuits, a lot of times they don't go through trial because there's so many people involved, and the trials themselves would be think about 40 people. Most oftentimes with class actions, they want to settle, but my thing is this: Umar doesn't have any money. He has no stable revenue source or stream. He's basically going to be using more donor dollars to cover legal fees and attorney costs because he doesn't have a job to protect himself.
Ironically, you say that, because the lawyer knows that the first settlement was under donor money. And so then he decided these people full of caca. These full of are this a grown people channel?
Yep.
These people full of shit.
Yeah.
So what we gonna do? What we gonna do is we gonna secure my payment right now. Marianne, you is not gonna pay for these people being they bullshitting. We're gonna go ahead and lock them in where they can't get out, and then we're gonna lock in my payment. And then guess what I'm gonna do? I know he can't open the school, so I'm gonna let him bullshit everybody else. And soon as we prove what I know, I'm taking this behind the court. And I can prove that because she told me out of her own mouth that her lawyer is taking Jermaine Shoemake, aka Umar Dookie Juice Johnson, to court. And she gonna take him to court. And then I said, well, what about the evidence? What about the evidence? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the evidence, can they take that evidence back? Yeah. And the stuff to do when y'all did your investigation, she said, first of all, Manny, they can't renege. But I already knew that once the evidence is given over, possession is 9 cents of the law. He don't need that. He don't need them. He got the evidence. So, and the same,
I was going to say, and he's not going to do anything with it. Because look how he's handled litigation matters in the past. I'm not saying that they shouldn't try to.
We're talking about. I'm speaking on the behalf of Marianne's lawyer. He knows that Umar is full of shit from the first deal. This is the same lawyer. Okay? Yeah. So what he's doing now is protecting Marianne. Because. Okay, because you know, I think she got a retainer with the mom. Okay?
Yeah. Right? She put up some of that money at $68,600.
So they got a good rapport with each other. He gonna make sure she's taken care of. Her money came back to her. He made sure that her lawyer made sure that she got her 68 back, and he got the payment for the rest of the 39. Correction, all 40 of them. So Umar is paying for Marianne's lawyer, the other 39's lawyer, and he lied and said that he was going to open up the school, and he did not open up that school. He gave you a poster instead. He gave you 2 posters instead. Then he says he's going to file for a certificate of occupancy, like I filed it for today, and I'll get it tomorrow. And I just proved to y'all that's not going to happen. Right. It's going to be, that is a process within itself, which it'll be so bad that he won't even be able to open it up during the school year. Kids are still in school right now.
Yeah, I know.
You see what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be able to get it. I've already proven all this. So I know y'all frustrated, but I need you to just hold on. Just hold on. I need you to hold on a little bit longer.
Well, I mean, you know, I don't think we have any other choice but to
right.
And it's out. But my whole frustration was just the overall mindset of, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not bashing everyone in the conscious community, but the ones that have this mentality to where they want to sit here and mediate and then think that that's actually going to get him moving. All this is going to do is just really cause now he has a reason to try to stall,
right,
and continue to ask for money in the process. That's the thing. The cycle of the scamming does not end. You know, the perpetuating of this fraud is not going to end. It's like now, whether he goes to court or not, you know, it seems like the way he's looking at this, as long as he shows he's making some effort, you know, he can drag this thing out.
Do you remember?
Well, Your Honor, if they have to give a status update to the court, all they're going to say is, well, he's working on obtaining this and that. And did they give him timelines to have this stuff done by?
Do you remember, sis, when we went over, me and you as well, and on your channel, and we broke down how, you know, like if you get your PayPal shut down, who PayPal has to answer to, and who GoFundMe got to answer to. They got to do a report on that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and they have to answer to somebody, right? And them somebody get a PayPal account for shut down, they get a GoFundMe shut down, and GoFundMe had to pay it back. Cash App, even the Apple Pay, according to the Dookie Jews.
Mm-hmm.
Sooner or later, these people, the FBI, IRS, Internal Revenue Service, they gonna be like, what the hell going on? Let me check and see what's going on. And you know, when they do an investigation, they take their time. They take their slow time. That way they get a 98% conviction rate. See,
I mean, I get you. I get you. I'm just saying, it's my whole frustration was specifically towards, based on what she said in the video. We were watching her video. We didn't even get through the full video, but we were watching her video. And you know, when she said that she was outvoted, I said, see, that mentality right there is what's going to empower and embolden him to keep on with this dumb grift. And the worst thing would be if they decide, okay, now that February 7th has passed by, then what? Are we going to be guaranteed now that they're definitely going to sue? And imagine the 40 people, you know, if they decide they want to withdraw from the case, from the lawsuit.
They can't.
They might be able to. Would they be able to withdraw from this matter?
No, ma'am. They can't renege. Quote unquote, Bob Minton, the same lady that made the video. And I could pull that up on video, give you the timestamp and everything.
It's just. I guess it was just irritating.
It is frustrating.
They were like, you know,
it is.
They were. She was outvoted, as opposed to it just okay. This is just a part of, you know, the civil procedure process where we know that the judge is going to order us to mediate. The attorneys felt that it would just be best to go ahead and get ahead of it. You know, it's one thing when you're saying, I'm only going through this mediation because I've been court ordered to do it, as opposed to hearing her say that she was outvoted. And it's like, okay, now why is she being outvoted about suing if they can't renege? So what was the vote for?
The vote was because two of them still got feelings for him.
You can't make this up.
Two of them, you know, they did the hoochie coochie.
Oh God.
You know, they didn't know that they were sharing him with the dude in room 130.
But hold on, so basically they didn't know that they were still bound to going through the process if they cannot renege. Yeah.
And so then they got mad. So see, here's the thing. They voted him out. They voted Mary out because Mary said, let's go straight to court. And he's like, nah. Because two of them were still in their feelings. You know, you gotta remember, Umar is a freak. And so just, you know, he made them girls go, ooh.
And it makes it even worse. These women are just sitting out. It's like, speaks volumes about these women that's sitting here.
You know what I'm saying?
Just, you know.
Okay, so they got a lot of influence in the talking. Okay, and then you got to remember, these people still want the school to come up. A lot of people that's advocating for them still wants the school to come up. I don't know. It might work if he do it as a religious school. Wrong.
These are the same goons that have not gone to law school. It's amazing how they think that.
You know what I'm saying?
Amazing how they think that calling it another 501c3 is going to make a difference. Never mind the black mold, though, because they can't come up with an idea on how to get rid of that. But no, you change it to religious, and it's still the same health hazard. And you still, like Brother Malik said, they might as well brace themselves to catch lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit from the city, probably even the state, because they let him get away with this BS. They did this to themselves, so they can either put their foot down and not let him intimidate them, or they might as well, like Brother Malik said, write out some checks. Right, you're going to be going to court. He's going to cost you a lot more money in the back end, right? As opposed to just telling him kick rocks. Either you're gonna do the right thing or you're not. Right. Right.
Man,
oh my God. You talking about
so we got we talked about the two ex-lovers. Okay. Remember, one of them, he cleaned out the bank account. See, I pay attention.
Yep.
One of them, he cleaned out the bank account. So then you got the rest of them. So what's that? 37. The 37, they're kind of either followers, yes men. Okay, well, we'll do what y'all do, or
Yeah.
they're part of the cult, and they didn't like the way they got screwed. But see, we got to keep in mind what was the original reason why they taking him to court, because he didn't give them receipts.
Exactly.
Okay,
that's
so
what it's supposed to be about. That's right there. That's the accountability that this is supposed to be about, not their hurt feelings on, oh, I still love him. Love has nothing to do with the accountability that he is supposed to be held by, just like anyone else, especially when it comes to court of law or the rule of law. Love has nothing to do with him, adhering to laws and city codes. Love has nothing to do with that.
I got something else to drop.
Love is not going to cure these kids if they get sick.
I got something else to drop. Everybody was wondering whether or not Umar would get out of this court case or get out of the situation and flee to Africa. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not going to happen. The reason being is because there's a new act. Hold on, let me get that act. I'm going to pull it up on my phone real quick so I can just read it real quick to y'all so y'all know what I'm talking about. Wait, where is that? I was talking about Passport Denial Program 101. If you have more than $2,500 in back child support, your passport will be denied.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They'll revoke your driver's license. I don't even know how he's driving.
Well, he's driving no license. Well, under that girl that's down there that keep patrolling the bandos, the one that claims to be his fiance.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Keep patrolling the bandos.
Yeah. Trying to keep the bandos on point. Well, I'm just here to tell y'all now, Umar is not going to be able to hold on. Man, let her know. Oh, okay. I got it. But other than that, yeah. That's basically what it is, brother. Basically what it is. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, you all. I mean, I just, like I said, my frustrations kind of just.
Are you still frustrated?
Oh, I'm very much so frustrated. I'm frustrated in, like I said, I'm frustrated in the mentality of this. The idea that even two women that are sitting here more so caught up in their feelings as opposed to looking at the bottom line. Yes, it's not just, ensuring that he is not taking advantage of other, single parents and other single mothers. Is ensuring that he does not put kids in a situation where he jeopardizes their health and their safety and their well-being. He does not care. We all know that, except his code. The Umar Tardians don't care that he does not care about anyone else's child because he doesn't care about his own. But here's an opportunity to keep him at bay and to put him in check. And they're too busy worried about their feelings. And it's just deplorable. You have other kids at risk here. Forget how you feel about him. He took your money out of your account. If he did all of this without your permission and knowledge, why would you not want to sue the shit out of his ass? Why would you not want to sue him? Put that love aside, because that's not going to get you your money back. And what the hell are you in love with? Somebody that's willing to put kids' health at risk? This is what they want to sit here and fiend over. It's deplorable. And it's just an insult. It's like they're, I don't want to say making decisions for everyone else, but it's stuff like that.
I would have
just kicked them two off the lawsuit, and then they can kick rocks. I mean, good grief.
What's sad is you're putting a man before your children.
Yeah, that's how they operate in their personal life, and then they're, vomiting that all over a class action lawsuit, an opportunity to truly hold him accountable, not just for the 40 people, but for everyone else that are donors and sponsors. That, the moment you say, hey, we need to know what you're doing with this money, now you're a hater and he feels like he owes you nothing. It's that sense of entitlement and his narcissism that the power of the court has the ability to put in check and remind him, you don't override us. If you feel like you're not bound by our court's jurisdiction or our own laws, then he will not show up for court, would he not? If he feels like this court has no power over him, our so-called white man legal system has no power over him, then why the hell is he going to court? Wouldn't you just ignore it? That's the same thing. It's like that same strongman argument from these soft sits and these Moors.
Yeah.
You don't believe the court has jurisdiction over you? Then don't show up and see what happens. Why not just let this go to a default judgment then? If you don't believe the courts, are designed for black people because you black, Umar, you dumb Oompa Loompa, then why to go to court? Why get an attorney? Why participate in this legal process? Go sit your ass down somewhere, Umar. You don't think that the courts have power over you? Okay. It's funny how you're actually going to court and trying to mediate, though. This is the buffoonery of it all. It's clearly his kryptonite. Take advantage of it. I'm not in the conscious community, and I don't need to be to understand right from wrong. But pacifying this BS behaviors from somebody that will never pay their mortgage or their rent, or help them raise their kids, or put food on their table, or buy clothes and shoes, or healthcare, or even education for their children. Putting him on this pedestal, it's nothing short of a cult. And it's going to get a lot more people, in trouble, and a lot more kids harmed and hurt. It's not going to do any damn good. Why you can't do this stuff online? It's such a waste of money. You know how much money you could have saved if you would have just took this to an online platform 7 years ago.
Facts.
Come on now. It's just a never-ending cycle until a judge tells him, we're gonna grant judgment in favor of the plaintiff, and your ass is gonna have to pay up $3 million to each plaintiff on this lawsuit. Make it to the point where it puts him in his place, and it just shatters his damn hopes and dreams if he sits here and thinks that a school opening up with all that black mold is the way to go. No.
Shout out to artists.
Shout out to artists. What's going on? Yeah, I don't want to hold you all for too much longer. I appreciate you all letting me vent. God, we're gonna finish up these Marianne Lauren videos because I still want to get the full updates in, plus his videos he did recently outside these bandos, because clearly he's just using this opportunity to keep on with the grift. And I can't control people wanting to give him all their rent money, but the idea that the school opens or these buildings open and children walk into them, no, absolutely not. And the way he thinks he's gonna win is by having his cult members go up to the city of Wilmington and protest. I hope they call the National Guard and spray their asses down in the middle of the street and make this stop.
Hey, did anybody call ICE yet?
That's what I'm talking about. Have his ass deported. We'll get his ass deported before we let him think these kids gonna walk up into a building, and the parents will find out the hard way. They can have an FAFO moment if they want.
FAFO.
They can have a FAFO moment. Yeah, F around and find out. Lose custody of your kids, because that's exactly what's going to happen if you put them intentionally and deliberately in harm's way. You're unfit if you think this is okay. You're unfit. Go walk your behind. Here's the thing.
What's up?
To all these parents out here, why don't you go in those buildings and sit in those school buildings all day with your child and see what happens? Let's see these dumb parents go sit in there all day with their kids and see what happens. Go look at that. They'll put their kids' health in jeopardy, but they're not gonna go in them buildings like that. No, y'all go in them buildings and sit with them kids. Somehow we're gonna open it up to people. No, for what?
Not happening. Not happening.
All right, y'all. I'm just listening. I'm good. For right now, we're gonna finish this up tomorrow. But thank you so much, Manny. I appreciate you, my brother. Just thank you so much for coming up, and all of you guys that came up and shared your thoughts. and your concerns and everything. I appreciate you all for tuning in and listening. Any last words, Manny? Any quick last words you want to give before we let you go?
I
And I
know
close this out.
I know this road was hard and it's long and it's tiresome. But if I'm willing to stick with it, I need you guys to stick with it with me. Okay? Because I ain't gonna stop until results. Okay. I'm just not. I'm not. Okay. Because I really care about those kids that he's trying to infest. I really care about the neighborhood that he's poisoning. I really care about the boys and girls club that he's killing. The schools that are around there, he's destroying. I really care about Enterprise. Every day he got to drive. Why should he have to drive through that invested area like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I really care about him. I care about all of y'all. I care about my sister. I care about the people in the chat. Even if you don't like me, I care about you. Okay.
Yep.
It's high time we start caring, because anybody can complain.
Yep.
It's high time we start caring and doing the best that you can. This is what I'm good at. I'm doing it, and I'm trying to, help my people. All right. I need y'all in the chat to say something. I need you to flood, just like Umar asked his followers to flood Wilmington. I need all of my sisters' followers to flood Wilmington and say, first you tell them we support y'all. Okay. And we apologize. You had to put up with that foolishness. Now, what can we do? Ask them, what can you do? They can tell you.
Yep.
That's all I want to say. I love you, sis.
Absolutely. Love you too. Y'all shout out to Manny. Y'all tell him good evening.
Hold on. I gotta do it right. I gotta do it right.
Y'all.
Yeah, I know.
Good night, man. Good night.
Take it easy now.
You too. Y'all shout out to Manny. Shout out to all of you all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We've been at it for 2 hours and 36 minutes, and I didn't even get past one good video. But sometimes you just, the frustration of this is like we cannot be ignorant to what Umar has been doing all these years. He's playing in people's faces, and you got this core bunch of Umar Tardians that are sitting here just ignoring it and not giving two craps about it. And it's infuriating. It really is. It's like I'm not gonna have all this research and reporting be in vain. I'm just not. You guys see how we can have easy a 2-hour live stream about this. And I put just as much time and attention and energy into, gathering evidence and information. You got content creators in the community sharing information to kind of help spread the word. Shout out to Lennon Honor for, giving us a copy of that deed, because people need to see Umar's name's not on it. He won't even name himself as president in tax documents. He barely even submits tax documents with numbers on it. So to expect him to do anything any differently in mediation is the epitome of stupidity. Doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, is just flat out stupid. And it burns me to see his level of carelessness go on because he's a black man. You can't make this up. That black man will not cover your child's hospital bills either. He sure will not. I don't even hear about him being philanthropic and giving anybody else any money, because he's always begging his damn self. All this because Umar doesn't want to get a job. McDonald's is hiring, you dumb Oompa Loompa. All right, y'all. We're going to be back at it again tomorrow. We're definitely going to get into content this time, because I feel like I got a lot of juice out the tank. But you guys look out for the announcements for tomorrow's lives. Please make sure you guys the like button, share this content, post it up. Let's get these videos back up in the algorithm, because, Umar, you can kiss my ass. I mean, it's just that simple. And I appreciate all of you all. So you guys hit the like button and comment and let me know, your thoughts. I would love to, to challenge any of these, people in the conscious community that are sitting here, with this whole mentality of, oh, he's a black man, don't tear him down. Now come up here and debate me on it, because I'm in the mood. You know, tomorrow you can come up and debate me on it if you want to. For those who want to sit here and claim we should not be touching Umar because, you know, he's a black man and nothing else. Yeah, you can debate me on it. I'll be here tomorrow. So shout out to all of you all. Shout out to my mods. Thank you all so much. I appreciate all you guys. And we'll be back at it tomorrow. Tune in. And until the next one, good night. Lady Luck Club out. Deuces.